You're watching Marsha on VeroBuzzTV.com.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the show. You're watching Buzz TV right here in the city of Vero Beach. And of course, we don't know where you are all over the world, but you can pick us up 24 hours a day on the internet. And right now we're going to be talking with Angela Astrup. She is Director of Development and Marketing.
That's right.
At the Boys and Girls Club. Good to see you.
Thank you for having me here today.
Angela, what I want to do right off the bat, though, is really talk about Boys and Girls Club. I think many people hear about it, we read about it, see the wonderful things that you all are doing for boys and girls, but what would you say is the actual purpose and objective of the Boys and Girls Club?
You know, I think, in short, it's just to provide a safe and positive place for kids. You know, we serve 1,500 kids in our community every year. You know, we have 3 clubhouses, one in Vero, Sebastian, and Fellsmere. And we just provide a safe place for kids to go after school and all day during the summer and on school breaks.
Well, and I think also, I mean, I love to hear that, but they're also, as you say, not only in a safe place, they're surrounded by people who love them, that can have fun with them, and it's maybe a little bit different. Is there a particular profile of a child that attends Boys and Girls Club?
You know, we're really open to all children in the community, but we do place a special focus on those, you know, from lower income families and that need a little extra help.
Yeah.
You know, 47% of our kids are from single parent homes. And it's, you know, it's an amazing statistic, but, you know, over 40% of our families have an annual household income below $20,000.
Oh, God.
So it's very tough. And you imagine, you know, a family that has 2, 3, 4 children trying to survive on that income.
Yeah.
And it's expensive with childcare, so we provide an affordable alternative.
Well, you know, having just, and I know you were here while we were talking with Cynthia Falardo of our Education Foundation, and when she gave out the statistics of the young people and the children who really don't have what other children have.
Right.
And yet we're talking more about, you know, back to school items and various things like that. But with you, we're talking about that camaraderie, that security, that in some cases, even it must be helpful for the parents as well, as you mentioned.
Oh my gosh, you know, most of our parents work 1, 2, sometimes 3 jobs just to make ends meet. And it's very stressful as a parent not knowing what your child's going to be doing after school. So just for them knowing that the school bus is going to take their child to a safe place after school.
Sure.
We're not a daycare. They're going to be going through programs and, you know, learning still while they're at the club with people who actually want to be there taking care of them.
Well, I just hope everyone out there in Indian River County realizes that this is available not only in Indian River County. Where are you, in St. Lucie as well?
Boys and Girls Clubs are all over the place in every county. We take care of Sebastian, Fellsmere, and Vero Beach.
Okay, so it's Indian River County. We're talking about children that don't have to stay home. What do we call them? The latchkey
kids.
I mean, that was always scary. Because,
it is.
Yes, they would be home and that would be your safe environment, but no, not when they're by themselves.
Right.
And so here is an opportunity. We're going to talk about specifics when we come back. We'll take a little break here. Be back with Angela Astrup, Director of Development and Marketing with our Boys and Girls Club right here in Indian River County. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
Since 1951, Globe Life and Accident Insurance Company has been providing families with life insurance protection. $1 covers the first month of coverage, whether you choose from $5,000 up to $100,000 of coverage. First day coverage means no waiting periods, easy to buy, no medical exam, no risk 30-day money-back guarantee. Up to $150,000 of accidental death coverage can be added to your policy. Globe Life makes buying life insurance easy.
Marsha.
Hi, I'm Penny Chandler.
I'm Freddie Wolford.
I am Barbara Hoffman.
And I'm Gregory Simpson.
I'm here with Police Chief David Curry.
You're in good company on VeroBuzzTV.com, Vero Beach's local TV station on the internet.
I just love it.
Tell a friend.
We love y'all!
Advertise your business on Buzz TV. Email buzztvnetwork@gmail.com or call 772-777-1382.
Welcome back to another part of this wonderful show on Buzz TV. And of course, it is wonderful because we're talking with Angela Astrup. And of course, And I hope I'm saying that correctly.
It's Astrup. Everyone mispronounces it.
And you are Director of Development and Marketing at Boys and Girls Club. And we spoke about the difference of youngsters and what they can do after school, knowing that this is a secure place where they can go. But what else do you do also at Boys and Girls Club? And what are we talking about number-wise? Do we have any idea in Indian River County?
Well, our programs are open for kids 6 through 18, so we really truly serve all children in the community.
Oh, yeah.
Our summer program right now is jam-packed. We have, 630 kids between all three clubs. So our staff are definitely busy. We're open from 7:30 to 6:30, and it's filled with programs all day. They do obviously fun field trips and fun activities, arts and crafts, music, things like that. But they also go through programs like Money Matters and learn how to take care of balancing a checkbook, how to be safe online, how not to get into the wrong crowd.
How terrific, how terrific. Well, you know what's really wonderful is when you think about these youngsters that are going there, maybe with their friends, getting off, and not having to go home all by themselves. It has to be wonderful. But what does it cost? I understand there are some scholarship programs.
We do have scholarships available for families that are, in need, and more than 60% of our families do receive scholarships. So if you're interested in that, please give us a call. The telephone number is 299-7449. The fees, if you do pay, are very affordable. It's less than $50 a month for a family.
Oh, terrific. But I'm also thinking about that person out there that's watching right now that would love to help and donate. How would they do that?
We have scholarship fundraisers all throughout the year. The Angels Dinner is our biggest event. We also have golf tournaments. You can give any amount. If it's a small amount, even art supplies or, tennis equipment, soccer balls, things for the kids to do while they're at the club.
Well, you know what I see? I see it really helping. Not only, you may be a perfect family out there. You may have wonderful opportunities for your children, but this is what our world needs. This is what our community needs, because those are the children that are left at home that then later on do affect all of us if they're not taken care of. So this is really starting, and the age groups are what?
6 through 18.
6 through 18, so vitally important. But
absolutely,
you are expanding.
We are. We're just jam-packed. We have a complete waiting list of almost 100 people at our Vero Beach Club right now, and we have parents that call every day and want to get added to the list. So we expanded, or we're in the process. This is our new building.
Gorgeous.
The Vero Beach Club is located it's on 17th Avenue, right kind of by the Freshman Learning Center and the high school football field. It's kind of fun to watch the building in progress. So if you are in that area, please stop by. But if you look over on the far side, that's the existing Vero Beach building, and this will be the new expansion. And it should be completed in spring of next year.
Now, what about as far as I know you must need volunteers.
We do. We have volunteers that work within the clubs. Again, the telephone number 299-7449.
Oh, terrific. Well, we are talking about, of course, the Boys and Girls Club. And as I say, every time you turn around, there's something happening, that some child is really doing these wonderful things with the Boys and Girls Club. You're having a lot of fun over there as well. We're going to take a little break, just one more break, and then come back with Angela Astrup. She is the Director of Marketing and Development at our Boys and Girls Club of Indian River County. And of course, we have so much news going on as far as the Boys and Girls Club. We'll tell you a little bit more about that expansion program, and also how if you know of a neighbor or someone who may be able to utilize their services, you'll find that out too. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
Watch Chamber Buzz at 6 and 10 p.m. Mondays and Wednesdays on VeroBuzzTV.com.
Now that health reform is law, you cannot be denied health insurance coverage, but you can pay too much.
As a single mom, I was convinced that we could not afford health insurance until I spoke to the people from ICANN, who told me that I qualified for a special enrollment and a subsidized rate. Now I get so much more for so much less.
Call now and get the ICANN mobile app free. So don't wait another minute. Call ICANN, get covered, save money.
Well, welcome back to the show. You're watching Buzz TV. I'm Marcia Littlejohn, and I'm here with Angela Astrup. And I'm saying that correctly, I put an L in there. It's Astrup.
It's fine.
And you were with, where were you when I first met you?
I was with Hibiscus Children's Center for several years.
That's right. And so you have worked diligently with young people.
Yes.
And really in such a great cause. And this is the Boys and Girls Club now. She is the Development and Marketing Director and doing so many wonderful things. In this last part of our show, if you will, Angela, tell once again the real purpose of Boys and Girls Club, and then we'll talk about how everyone can help and support.
Sure. Well, the real purpose of the Boys and Girls Clubs, our slogan is Great Futures Start Here. And it's true. The kids come after school by bus, and they just immediately move into educational programs and enrichment activities. And
no wasted time.
There's no wasted time. And it's the purpose is to raise good kids. Most of these kids are going to graduate from high school here, and they're going to live here. And we want them to to be as strong and positive as they can be.
Absolutely. And of course, just giving them that opportunity through our Boys and Girls Club. You are expanding, though. You mentioned this wonderful new building because you have, 100 on waiting list right now?
We do, for Vero Beach.
So how can everyone out there, because I know everybody wants to help and help support, and once again I remind you that if the kids that are left to just go on their own, they're the ones that are going to cost you all that money.
That's true.
So why not put it out there and get them on really doing something great and wonderful? How can we support?
Again, our special events are a great way to get involved. We have a wonderful core group of donors called our President's Circle. They're the individuals that give $1,000 a year for operational support. We have, maybe a little over 200 of those donors, and they make the difference every single day that allow us to stay open and, keep offering these programs. And luckily, our capital campaign that was operated last year, and we raised just enough money to build this new building and to update our security at our other 2 clubs as well.
And that's terrific. You mentioned 2 other clubs, so you have clubs in various cities in Indian River County.
Yep, one in Sebastian and one in Fellsmere, and they're both also at full capacity.
And that means the children that would normally be going home as what we used to call latchkey kids can be dropped off with our own our Indian River County School District in their school buses. Drop them right off at the Boys and Girls Club. And then how long are you open in the evening?
During the after-school program, we're open right after school until 6:30 p.m. And then during the summer and all school breaks, it's literally all day, 7:30 to 6:30.
Oh boy!
And most of the kids are there for over 8 hours while their parents are at work. So it's a full day of activities to keep them going and having a good time.
Having a good time, playing tennis, playing all the different things, because you probably have so many volunteers.
We do.
They can also show them various things. Do they go swimming?
They do at North County Pool. We don't have any swimming lessons yet, but they do go swimming.
Okay, there's something. Somebody could volunteer. In this last minute, how can we support?
Just go online, and our website is bgcirc.org. We have information about ways to give, from joining our President's Circle to volunteering, to planning a craft or an activity.
To come out and see the faces of those darling children after school.
Just call me. I'm happy to give tours all day. 299-7449.
Oh boy. Boys and Girls Club, of course, it's been Angela Astrup. We've been talking to her as Development and Marketing Director of the Boys and Girls Club. So many wonderful things going on. And if there is a parent out there that says, I really do want to have my child involved, how would they do that?
Well, it's good that we're doing this today. Our orientations for the after-school program are next week. You must attend an orientation to have your child in the after-school program.
And that would be the date of?
They're all week. So do visit our website, look at our calendar. It's bgcirc.org.
I have to also know what day it is right now, because we don't know when this is going to be airing, but remember, it's the middle of July.
Mid-July.
Mid-July. So look it up, of course, on your website. Angela, thanks so very much for being with us.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
And thanks to all of you. You're watching Buzz TV. I'm Marcia Littlejohn.
This important message is for any American who is about to turn 65 years of age or older. Nation's Helpline has Medicare supplement insurance news that may benefit you, your family, or someone you know. Most Americans who are about to turn 65 years old know they need Medicare supplement insurance, even if they already have Medicare. The Nation's Helpline Medicare supplement team can guide you and help answer your Medicare questions. Call today.
Please call 800-632-2804.
See Arts in Depth with Barbara Hoffman, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 and 10 p.m.
The Furniture Man is a locally owned business that has served the needs of the community of Vero Beach and Indian River County for over 30 years. Here at the Furniture Man, we offer fine pieces to furnish each and every room of your home. Specializing in Floridian style, come browse our selection of bedroom, dining room, patio, and living room. Come explore over 10,000 square feet of showroom, where you can find mattresses, recliners, sofas, dining, and more. Visit us at 673 US 1 in Vero Beach, Monday through Saturday, for all of your furniture needs.
Well, welcome to Buzz TV. I'm Marcia Littlejohn, and I'm here with Paul Seldes. And am I saying that right? Paul Seldes. And Paul, I loved it. When you walked in, I was trying to read this, and it's CERT. CERT, Community Emergency Response Team. Something new, something I have never heard of. So tell me exactly what CERT is.
Well, CERT's been around a long time. This is a national program under the Department of Homeland Security and administered by FEMA and under the Citizen Corps programs. And CERT is really for citizens to be better prepared citizens. It's really about getting the whole community engaged and the whole community to help. Here's a statistic I always like to throw out, especially when I teach CERT classes, and that is, we like to think about our first responders, our police, fire, EMS. Well, they're really the second responders. 70% of people who get rescued after a disaster get rescued by their friends and neighbors. And it is the CERT program that can help those friends and neighbors, people who live next to you, learn to be better prepared to respond and assist.
What a great idea, and yet it's been around for quite some time.
It's been around for decades.
Have we always had it available in Indian River County?
No, here it's somewhat new. We've only been running CERT programs now for a couple of years. It takes some dedication and some funding to get these things rolling around. But I think throughout the state of Florida, for example, there are, I believe, and I could be a little off on the number, I think there's 133 CERT programs just throughout the state of Florida.
How terrific. And I have to say, if yours is confused as I was when he first sat down, I was trying to understand it, and I was thinking about the EMS and calling 911 and all that. Finally, he said, no, Marcia, this is totally different. When you were telling me, though, Paul, that group definitely supported you, my thought is you are supporting them. You are taking so much of this instruction to the community, whereas they would be making that 911 call when they really should be calling CERT.
Well,
learning.
Exactly,
okay.
Exactly.
Should have already called CERT and been trained.
Well, right. What CERT enables people to do is it gives them some basic skills and some preparedness ability so they can deal with situations while waiting for first responders. And as a professional first responder myself, I see the CERT program as being invaluable.
Oh, yes.
Because why wait for help when you can be the help?
Oh, absolutely. And also helping in the right way. Because as you and I were just speaking, in some cases, you may be doing a detriment if you don't really know the right thing to do.
Exactly. So CERT provides people with basic skills on how to both prepare and respond, and also, very important thing, the limits of what we allow people to do. Because we are not teaching you to be firefighters. We are not teaching you to be paramedics. You're not going to learn how to intubate somebody, nor are you going to learn how to run into a blazing building and put out the fire.
Oh, shoot. We're going to take a break right now, though, and come back with my very distinguished guest, Paul Seldes. And Paul is, of course, with the Indian River CERT program, and oh boy, we aren't going to be able to be firefighters, but we're going to be learning a whole lot. So stay with us. We will be right back and tell you how you, too, can be instructed to know what to do at the right time. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stop by Patty's Printing and Graphics in downtown Vero Beach. Owner Patty Callahan prints it all, from color and black and white copies to blueprints, banners, signs, prints of paintings, and fine art. Patty makes restorations and creates outstanding graphic designs. Call Patty at 770-1521 or stop by Patty's Printing and Graphics at 2345 14th Avenue. Stop by for all of your printing needs at Patty's Printing and Graphics, across from the old railroad station in downtown Vero Beach. Freddie Wolfrick and Gregory Simpson invite you to Spotlight Indian River, weeknights at 6:30 and 10:30.
Well, thanks for staying with us. We are continuing our discussion with Paul Seldes, and I hope I'm saying that right again.
Yes, indeed.
Paul Seldes. I'm going to call you Paul from now on. You are an instructor with the Indian River CERT program. CERT meaning Community Emergency Response Team. And I loved it because right down here you said, what is CERT? And how to be part of it. Well, this is what we all want to do. How would someone, right off the bat though, how would our viewer be taught and be a part of CERT? How can we get to you?
Well, we run periodic classes here in Indian River County, and the best way to find those classes is on the website for the CERT organization here, which is www.saferirc.us. And we'll have the schedule of CERT classes on there, as well as how to sign up for those classes. Terrific. We just graduated a CERT class in June, the last one. Great class. Unfortunately, I was traveling and missed it myself, but it was a great class, and we have a lot more now newly trained citizens.
All right, so now once again, what will we learn when we go to one of these CERT classes?
Well, it's a...
if it's not going to be a firefighter.
Well, there's some elements of that.
Oh, okay.
It's a 21 to 24 hour of training, and you get some basic fire skills, some basic preparedness, some basic first aid, some basic search and rescue, some basic extrication, and other kinds of basic information, again, of how to deal with small problems. So like I said, we're not going to teach you how to run into a blazing building, but we're going to teach you how to properly use a fire extinguisher. Because if you can properly put out that small fire in the kitchen waste paper basket, it's not going to burn down the entire house. So if you can put that out, that saves a lot of heartache in the end.
What about identifying different situations and knowing when to respond?
That's exactly it. Identifying what the situation is and how best to respond. And again, the safety measures that you as a CERT member have to take. And the most important thing I always like to say is knowing when not to respond. When calling 911 and waiting is the right answer. Again, when you see that building blazing, that's not for CERT to go into. That's a 911 call.
And do you talk to people about when it is important to call 911? And we were talking briefly about when you're in a situation and you have not been through the CERT program, but a loved one is in distress. You don't try to take the person to the hospital. You call 911, don't you?
Well, as a professional responder, I always like to say, you always call 911. In my career, I've always been of the opinion that I don't mind being called and having it not be a big problem.
That right.
Because if I'm not called, it becomes a bigger problem.
But it also saves you a whole lot if you've been through the CERT program and know really how not to panic. Because
Absolutely.
Isn't that one of the biggest things, is that we just lose so many people because of panic? Somebody does something wrong, or maybe somebody does go into a burning fire and
Absolutely.
They shouldn't have.
Knowing what to do and being prepared to do it
Yeah.
goes a long, long way.
Well, we're going to take a break, come back with my very distinguished guest once again, Paul Seldes, and he is going to be talking to us about the CERT program, how you can be a part of it, because you will be having classes, and you'll show us, you have a pack down there. What is that pack we're going to talk about?
Well, this is an example of some of the equipment we give out to our CERT teams, and we'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that when we come back, so don't go away. We will be right back.
Advertise your business on Buzz TV. Email buzztvnetwork@gmail.com or call 772-777-1382.
Marsha.
Hi, I'm Penny Chandler.
I'm Freddie Wolford.
I am Barbara Hoffman.
And I'm Gregory Simpson.
I'm here with Police Chief David Curry.
You're in good company on VeroBuzzTV.com, Vero Beach's local TV station on the internet.
I just love it.
Tell a friend.
We love y'all!
Now that health reform is law, you cannot be denied health insurance coverage, but you can pay too much.
As a single mom, I was convinced that we could not afford health insurance until I spoke to the people from ICANN, who told me that I qualified for a special enrollment and a subsidized rate. Now I get so much more for so much less.
Call now and get the ICANN mobile app free. So don't wait another minute. Call ICANN, get covered, save money.
And we are back once again with Paul Seldes, and we are talking about the CERT program. That's the Indian River CERT program, and it is for everyone. And that's what I just learned down here. You mentioned that during the classes, and we can go to your site and find out when the classes are.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, and the site once again?
Is www.saferirc.us.
saferirc.us. All right. And when we go to that class, we have what?
Well, thanks to the funding available in the CERT program,
Which
we
is
provide,
needed, incidentally.
which is needed. We'll talk about that too. Each person graduating the class receives a backpack with various materials in it. The materials may differ from time to time, depending on the funding streams. I'm a CERT trainer for the Department of Homeland Security, and this bag is actually from the Miami-Dade CERT program. But I'll give you an example. Here in Indian River County, when you graduate, you get this really nice
Well, that's
glow in the dark.
Everybody to get
You'll
to that
find this in the
class.
dark.
How wonderful.
And it says Indian River CERT on the back. So
Fabulous.
you'll get a team shirt and then some basic personal protective equipment.
How wonderful. Now, this is not to wear all the time, it's to wear when?
You wear it when you're responding to a CERT call. You get a little hard hat helmet here to protect your head. You get a reflective vest that is marked as a CERT vest.
See, I think this is wonderful too.
Again, this one's from the Miami-Dade program, so it says Miami-Dade on the back.
And if you are responding to a CERT call, because how would that happen though? How would a CERT call come about?
Well, the way it really comes about is, and I said this is a community-based organization. So let's say, the typical thing that will happen to us is a hurricane or other tropical event, and you know that there are things that happened in your neighborhood. CERT teams are organized on a neighborhood basis. So if you're in an HOA, your HOA might have a CERT team within your community. So you'll respond within your own team and own community based on what you know is happening. And we have, as part of the training, we'll explain to you how to call into emergency management, notify the officials as to what's going on and what other resources might be needed.
So, I can tell we need to have you back too to talk more and more about this, because what you are is you have gone to the class, you have a team. I'm thinking of all the homeowners associations along the beach. Everyone should have a CERT team. I mean, that every single one of them should have a CERT team. And if that were to happen, or if that were possible, how would somebody who's watching right now, or who I can call and say, you are the president of the Homeowners Association, here's what you need to do, what would they do?
Well, absolutely. The best thing to do is go to that website, www.saferirc.us, and take a look at when the next CERT class is coming up, and fill out a form on our website.
So it's not only being a member of the team, a CERT team in your community or in your neighborhood, it's also learning individual techniques and instances how you can help, and in many cases, alleviate the problems that when we have just so many emergency management people coming out, and if you're calling all the time because and it could have been something very simple, that's another way.
Exactly. We like to have our first responders dealing with those life-threatening emergencies that they absolutely must do. CERT can take the burden from the non-life-threatening emergencies.
I love it. CERT is for everyone. So once again, the website?
www.saferirc.us.
All right. Be there. Be certified. I love that. CERT, Community Emergency Response Team. Thanks so very much, Paul, for being with us.
Thank you.
And thanks to all of you for being with us. You're watching Buzz TV. I'm Marcia Littlejohn.
$1 is all it takes to start up to $100,000 of life insurance protection. That's right, $1 can provide up to $100,000 of much-needed financial support for your remaining loved ones. Since 1951, Globe Life and Accident Insurance Company has been providing families with life insurance protection. $1 covers the first month of coverage, whether you choose from $5,000 up to $100,000 of coverage. Globe Life coverage offers these benefits. First day coverage means no waiting periods. Easy to buy, no medical exam. No risk 30-day money-back guarantee. Up to $150,000 of accidental death coverage can be added to your policy. Globe Life makes buying life insurance easy. Maybe that's why millions of people have Globe Life coverage. Call the number on the screen now for complete information by return mail or to speak with one of our licensed representatives.
Advertise your business on Buzz TV. Email buzztvnetwork@gmail.com or call 772-777-1382.